Well, it's the next day and we got the tedder out. We're gonna get her greased and serviced. And yeah, this is a 18-foot working with tedder made by Esch. It's a model 2012 or 2018. But I'll get her serviced up and go ted that hay we cut yesterday. Go do the first grease work. Grease gun's empty. So. Raking. Well, we got headed into the mystery shed. There wasn't any tines left in the shop, so let's see what we got in here. Just barely fit in there. The round baler and the rake and wagons and little tractors and all kinds of stuff. So let's see if we can find some tines. Quick and easy. Good. And this is my round baler. It's old, but it works. I bought that last spring. And I made almost 600 bales with it last year and it worked good for the most part, other than there's a magnetic sensor somewhere in here, maybe it's on the other side. It tells it when the door is closed and it keeps flying off, so I gotta get a new one of those. And there's the hay rake, we'll have to get that out next and get it serviced. Once you break one of these, it'll break the next one's next to it. Kind of a cascading effect. Well, we are to the first hayfield of the year. It's going to be tedded out and kind of bumpy. So we will get this all on the roof. Well, yeah, here we are. And we'll get the tedder unfolded here. And see if everything's gonna turn. Looks good to me. Spreads. Yeah, this stuff is a little thicker, a little bit better hay. Yeah, this ain't real wide. This is like a, no, what they call it for the soil water. They wanted a buffer. That's what this is. But it's a working lands buffer from the Lucas County Soil and Water Program. Yeah. So we can hay it as well. Oh, got a little bit off there. But yeah, this tedder does a really nice job. But yeah, so we're starting hay for the year. That's exciting. And this is just, I don't know what this little, can't really call it a field, but this buffer strip is only 3 acres, maybe 4. So to start, and maybe we'll cut that stuff across the ditch. That stuff looks real nice. And probably cut that next, and then we got a bunch more to do, so we'll hopefully get that done pretty soon. Maybe we're hopefully gonna be we would like to do some planting this coming weekend, and it's supposed to be nice. Then after this weekend it looks wet for quite some time, so hopefully we can get something done during this weekend. So we'll finish up with that field, the 4-acre field. Maybe tomorrow we can, probably not tomorrow, maybe Friday, we can get it raked and maybe get it baled on Saturday. Well, we out here raking the first of the hay for the year, and I cut it I think I cut it 2 or 3 days ago, and it is dry already. I think I could come bale it this afternoon. And you can see, grab one out of this window. This is a little better. I grab a handful about the size of your thumb and twist it. And if it breaks in about half a twist, 3/4 of a twist, then that's how we judge if it's ready to bale or not. Breaks right up like that. Maybe it should go today. Sweet. Even though none of the balers are ready. So I have to hurry up and get back and do that. My Claas liner rake I got 2 years ago, basket, and I had a single basket rotary rake before I bought this one, and man, is this thing so much nicer. Saves more than double the time. Obviously raking twice as wide, but this thing cleans up a heck of a lot better than my old one did. I don't know how well you can see, but I mean, that is clean behind that rake. It don't hardly miss anything. You can't go as fast as if you got a wheel rake, but I'm going 5 miles an hour now, and that's plenty fast for me, especially in this rough ground. I don't get to run this that often. Usually Dylan does all my raking, but I think he's at school today, so yeah, I bought this 2 years ago, and I think I ran it 3 times. Dylan, he's got it figured out, so I let him run it. He does a good job for the most part. So this looks like gonna be some nice hay, other than that pepper grass, which is, some years I get it in my new seedings and some years I don't. But it's mighty annoying is if you spray it, then it turns into like twigs. So you don't really want to spray it. Ooh, that windrow is maybe a little too big. That's also a nice thing about this rake is I can open and close it to whatever size I need. So if my windrow's getting too big, you can swing that back rotor over a little bit. So that's a better size. But, yeah. Well, be a little bit bigger now. I was having a hard time figuring out how to rake this because it's not very wide. No matter which way I did it, I would have 2 windrows like that. I still haven't figured it out. Just going round it until I figure it out. How I'm going to deal with that middle. Usually I like to put my windrow on what I've already raked. That's not going to work out in this field. Seems to be doing a good job. Well, I don't know if this is right. Windrow might be huge, but I'm just gonna make a windrow of 3 on the end, I guess. So that one could be pretty big. I don't know how else to do it. Well, we just got out here and it looks like we got a hydraulic line blue or something in this tube. Yeah, I picked these flags up. They're in the window over there. And we got hydraulic oil coming from somewhere. And I got a hydraulic oil leak in the tractor or that remote. So, but I don't have very much more to do for today. I get them fixed and I don't have 50 acres of hay on the ground because today's Friday and I don't think I can get any of those fittings because Claas uses their own hydraulic fittings that have come from Germany. So we will finish this up and get home. But even if it does have those 2 leaks, or that rake does have a leak, overall I've had this Claas rake for 2 or 3 years, and that's the second problem I've had with it. And I don't do that much hay, run over it. all done here. Got the rake folded up. Now I gotta turn off my hydraulics because of the hydraulic leak. So that kind of stuff happens. It don't break down when you're not using it. Sat in the barn all winter, fine. So I have to get that cover torn off when I get back and let's call my dealer and see if we can get them maybe to get us a part that should still be under warranty, I believe. But we'll deal with that problem later. Can't do nothing about it now. Alright everybody, I'll see you. Well, I just got back to the farm and got this tore off to see where this was leaking, and just that fitting right there was just loose, so it didn't blow. Thank God. Easy fix.